If you want to be a good teacher or a good consultant, it will be better for you to have the capability of changing roles from the speaker to the listener in a conversation with the student or the client to satisfy their desire of listening or speaking. Usually, there are two trends in one conversation: competition and cooperation, which also usually appear in social relationships. There would be the competition in the conversation if the two parties are both strong speakers or listeners. They both want to speak or they both want to compromise to let each other speak more. Usually, in this case, the two parties will have the lower happiness because the other person hasn't satisfied their desire of speaking or listening. Instead, you need to compete, you need to fight for getting the role of speaker or the listener in this conversation. Of course, some people would enjoy this kind of conversation, usually especially for men who enjoy competitions. They would get more happiness from the competition in the conversation with other peers. In the second trend of cooperation in one conversation, one party is the speaker and the other party is the listener. In many cases, both parties would get more happiness after finishing this conversation because both of their desires of speaking and listening got satisfied. For example, for listeners, they would enjoy the conversation when they can get more information from observing the speaker when they are talking through the way of listening. In this way, they enjoy analyzing the speaker, including who they are, what they like, and how they usually have the conversation. So the person with a stronger desire of listening would get a lot of happiness in this conversation. Okay, using the trends in the conversations for consultants or teachers, usually they need to change their roles from the speaker to the listener when they face different kinds of students and clients. It also fits the Confucianism in China, which is to teach according to who they are. If the student or the client is a person with a strong desire of speaking, the teacher or the consultant should be a good listener to get more information from them in order to analyze better who they really are and what they need from the communication. Sometimes the students and the clients are good listeners because they don't know what they really want. Silence usually happens in this case. Then it would be great if the teacher or the consultant is a good speaker who can keep expressing their ideas and successfully confirm if the listener gets what they mean. Overall, in this kind of communications, usually cooperation is the good trend that people can follow to get a better experience and more happiness from the communication. One party is the listener and one party is the speaker, and they can cooperate together, they can match each other's needs, so they can more easily facilitate a better communication experience.